Don't go away if you just read the title. Yes, it's another Fast and Furious case unboxing, but Hot Wheels made this one more interesting or more disappointing. Kind of. And you know they have chases now. Those exclusive, hard to find diecast cars that everyone believes is going to make them rich. It's great that first out of the box is the disappointment, Lamborghini Aventador LP 700-4 featuring the Furious 7. I say disappointment not because of the casting, but because it's a repeat, being previously released in 2021 in the Fast and Furious Eurofast Premium series, and I do own that one in my Hot Wheels collection, so for me there's no reason to keep this one. Definitely not because it has a different card artwork. If I want it in a full set, I would definitely try to complete the Eurofast set, as it comes with two BMWs and the McLaren 720S. As a casting, it's pretty cool. The Aventador was released 14 years ago and Phil Royalman has done such a good job on it, and it has some good variations like the Super Treasure Hunt in 2018, Hot Wheels ID in 2022, also in black but white liveries on the tires, and the NFT Garage 1 year later. Unfortunately, none that I own in my collection. I like the vibe it has with the matte black color, cool 5-spokes wheels, all the details in the front and back, but unfortunately without the mirrors. I guess for this they would need to retool the casting because it was without originally and they just kept using the same tooling, although it has something changed. The name. In the previous set, the name on the card was Lamborghini Aventador Coupe. I had to mention because I have a feeling some of you were ready to prove me wrong when I said it's a repeat. Next is the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS featuring the Fast and the Furious. Same as the Aventador previously, this Chevelle is a repeat and it has a previous release in 2023, part of a Fast and Furious premium bundle, and another one when it was first released, in 2019 in the quarter mile muscle set, where it gets even funnier and I wish I would make these things up. It made pair with the second variation of the casting, a matte grey one, that continue to have 4 repeats so far. To recap, this Chevelle was released in 2 variations in the same set, grey and red, and so far red has 3 repeats and grey has 4. Also, it used to be named 1970 Chevelle SS without Chevrolet. Let that sink in a little bit. The casting itself is a pure American muscle car. It looks way better in red and it looks very good actually. Black stripes on the body, details like backlights and front lights, door handles, license plates, small touches like the silver trim and the windows bars, and the silver 5-spokes wheels are perfect for this Hot Wheels casting. It only has a driver's side mirror, so I guess somewhere in the movie the car lost the right side mirror, and if it is so, then it's great that Hot Wheels tried to replicate that. I would also add this one in the disappointments category, not because of the casting, but because the fact that it's a repeat. Next is the 1967 Chevy Custom C10 featuring Fast and Furious, which is the 4th movie in the franchise. This is a premiere in Hot Wheels series, a new casting that I don't really remember it from the movie. It has been a while since I watched them. Apparently, it was used in the opening scene where the crew is trying to hijack an oil tanker and they use this truck to stabilize the fuel tanker they stole. I don't know what kind of custom jobs are done on it, but it looks like a very strong truck and it looks the same as a Hot Wheels car, but unfortunately it's not. It looks great, it has the details from the movie version, the beefy wheels in the back and even the towing hook. If you look at it, you might think it's very heavy, but unfortunately almost half of it is made out of plastic. Only the cabin and the base are metal, the back towing part is plastic, same as the wheels protection and the exhaust pipes. As a comparison, any of the castings in this set are heavier than this diecast truck. I don't want to sound so negative about the whole set, but I try to keep my opinions as real as possible and it's just what I feel about it. I try to keep my expectations as low as possible when it comes to Fast and Furious series, and I don't have to like everything Hot Wheels make, but I don't even think this is about personal opinion. This is everything this segment has to offer right now. Next is the 1994 Honda Del Sol featuring the Fast and the Furious. This is the second premiere of the set and on a more positive note compared to what the set had to offer so far. not part of a big scene in the movies. It was a background car in one of the races, but it was very interesting what I had to learn about it. It's known by different names: Honda Civic del Sol, just Honda del Sol, or even Honda CRX del Sol, as it was the successor to the more known Honda CRX, one that Hot Wheels has many variations of. The designer is Ronald Wang, and he created a cool little casting, and the front reminds me of the MX-5 or even the S2000, and overall it does look like a Tesla Roadster. It has details front and back, license plate, side mirrors, and the silver 10 spokes wheels in silver. I know there will be the Fast and Furious fanatics, die-hard Hot Wheels collectors that would have probably wanted more known cars from the movies, and I can think of at least 2 of them that I would also want, but considering how this set looked so far, this is a good choice, and besides the next casting, this one is definitely the highlight, and the case has 3 of them. Would you add this Honda to your own collection, even if you're not a fan of the movies? I say that what happened to the movies is exactly what happened to the Hot Wheels series. We had too much of it and it lost its charm. Next is the 1995 Mazda RX-7 featuring the Fast and the Furious. This is the highlight of the set, and not only because it's a cool casting designed by Yoon Imai, but also because this is the chase of the set, that exclusive, hard to find Hot Wheels car that everybody wants. Because car culture has chases, because the Silver Series has chases, and apparently collectors desire them, even though they might not like the casting itself, someone thought it's a good thing to add them to Fast and Furious Premium Series as well. I say they are not as successful as the car culture ones, but it does have an effect among Hot Wheels collectors and enthusiasts, not to mention those people that wants to become rich by getting them from different sources and resell them at huge prices. The casting is a half repeat. It used the same theme in basic Fast and Furious series, but not in a premium one. It does look great, very close to the movie version where it was Dom's car, used in the first race of the movie, so a very known and wanted casting. It has many other color variations, premium series and mainlines, where it has also been a super treasure hunt 5 years ago. Disappointing or not, it was another Fast and Furious set, and I wonder what do they have in store for us in future sets.